They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8. Shunting, roll, stacking, hauling freight. Red, green, purple, yellow, orange, brown, blue. They're the really useful crew. Always different roles to play. Round the west of the island or far away. Down the hills and round the bends. Thomas, Sam, and friends. Thomas, Adam, and friends.
The 40th anniversary of the TV series was a huge celebration on Sodor. Britt Allcroft, Rick Sigelco, and even Ringo Starr visited the island on Tornado's rail tour, and they and Sir Topham Hatt gave a speech at Knapford. Even those engines that weren't part of the television series got to join in the fun too. Man, there should have been some Halloween party to go along with Allcroft's arrival. Oh well, this is the second to last celebration before the 80th anniversary of the Railway series. But unsurprisingly, one of the most popular celebrations of all were the rail excursions on the branch line of Thomas the Tank Engine. And this wouldn't be the only celebration coming up for him, for he was about to go on another one of his bwubbas. He was given an invitation all the way from Michigan to doublehead a 20th anniversary rail tour with its flagship engine, Pierre Marquette number 1225, aka the infamous Polar Express. After Thomas said yes, he left Sodor for America, with Percy saying goodbye. Just the send-off I like seeing. A heartfelt goodbye of 2 best friends. While Percy looked after Annie and Clarabel, Sir Topham Hatt needed another engine to cover for Percy's goods work. The other engines were all busy, but the timing couldn't have been more coincidental, for there was a mainland engine at the steamworks that just completed an overhaul. The engine's name was Kyle, and he was a yellow LNER Class H Y7 tank engine preserved and owned by the Middleton Railway. He had been sent from there to the steamworks for his overhaul, and was originally going to be sent back once it was complete. However, Sir Topham Hatt and Kyle's controller agreed to have him stay longer to take over Percy's work. So this is the rest of Sodor, eh? I can get used to this. Kyle was brought to the Farquhar branch line, where he met Percy, Bradley, formerly Boxy, and Daisy, who was working back on Thomas's branch from fall to spring since less passengers came to Harwick.
Everyone, meet Kyle.
Hello, Kyle.
I know very well who you lot are. You're Percy, and that's Daisy. How do you know our names? Have you been stalking us, you creep? What? No, but isn't it so obvious by now? You both are literally in every piece of Thomas media that's ever existed. Oh. Well, I know who you two are, but who are you, Mr. Box Van, the same color as me? What? Who? Spare me.
New engine, introduce yourself.
Oh, right. I'm Bradley. What's your name? Kyle. Wait, aren't you an American box fan? Aren't you too big for the British loading gauge? Don't worry, I've been rescaled. And before you ask, my origins of coming to Sodor are being saved by an engine who works here from Pennsylvania after having an overhaul there. The following day, after his arrival and orientation, Kyle set to work doing Percy's work on the branch line, sometimes even going off to the main line, while Percy and Daisy took care of the passengers.
Nice to meet you, Kyle. Have a good run.
Kyle and Bradley did well doing the goods work. Old King Cole was a merry old soul. Shut up! He also entertained his 2 green colleagues that night with his amazing stories. So there's this toddler on the platform at my railway throwing a temper tantrum, and he throws his Thomas book at my face. After he gets it back and was taken away by his parents, my driver told me about Thomas the Tank Engine and the island of Sodor. I'd heard about this place a few times before from the passengers, but never really cared much. Until then, I'd hoped to come here and visit someday, and well, here I am.
Wow, what a way to learn about us.
Things remained the same for about a fortnight on the Farquhar branch line. However, as the old saying goes, things aren't always what they appear to be, and one night, Kyle's true colors began to show.
Evening, Kyle. How was your day?
It was good as always, Percy. Also, I was hoping I could talk to you about something.
About what?
Well, I've been thinking lately that you're the perfect engine to see my surprise.
Your surprise?
You see, Percy, on the way back to my railway on the mainland, there's this really special place that I feel like showing you.
Wait, you're leaving Sodor?
Oh no, I'm still gonna be here till Thomas comes back, but on the route I'm gonna take back there to the mainland, there's a special surprise location that always gives me a huge amount of joy every time I see it. I'm sure you'll love it too.
A special place on the mainland? Is it very far?
No, it's just past Barrow. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of it, and I was wondering if you'd like to see it too, tomorrow night after your mail run.
Yeah, sure thing. I'd love to. But should we ask Sir Topham Hatt about it?
Oh, don't worry about that. I spoke to him earlier at Knapford, and he said he's okay with it as long as we come back by morning.
Alright, sounds exciting. Can't wait to tell Bradley and Daisy about this.
Oh, about that, you can't tell anyone.
What? Why not?
Because if one engine knows and wants to come with us, they'll spread the word round like wildfire, and then everyone will want to go. This is just something for you and me. You know what they say, two's company, three's a crowd.
Okay.
Listen, in all seriousness, the place I'm talking about is very private and special to me, and I don't feel comfortable with a lot of people and engines there. It ruins the beauty and peace of it, if you know what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm just very serious about this. I'm currently offering to take you there, but in order for this to work and for us to be able to have a great time on the mainland, I need to be able to trust you to not tell anyone about our trip. Percy was rather nervous. For whatever reason, it didn't feel right not telling anyone about his time with Kyle. Furthermore, deep down, he wasn't sure about secretly going to the mainland with someone he'd only just met, but he didn't want to upset him by saying no.
I understand, Kyle, I promise. I won't tell anyone.
Perfect. Can't wait for our adventure tomorrow night. I'll head over to Vickerstown tomorrow evening after work to wait for you at the mail. Oh, and also, don't take that box van Bradley with you on your mail train. He'll catch on to our private journey.
Yeah. Okay. I won't bring him either.
Alright, time to get some sleep. Night, Percy. However, Percy couldn't sleep. Somehow, he wasn't a fan of keeping quiet. Yeah, he can go blab his mouth off about the true nature of our journey all he wants to, assuming he's around to tell his story about our classified little trip. The next day, Percy was too distracted to attend to his work. He felt rather uncomfortable about the whole secret-keeping thing, and he had been up all night pondering.
Hello, Percy. Wanna race again? Like how Thomas does with me?
Oh, not today, Birdie.
Wait, what? Why not? What's with him this morning? Maybe he's just missing Thomas again.
Percy? Percy, stop!
Huh? What?
Hey, get back here, Percy. We're supposed to do a guaranteed connection.
Oh, sorry, James. Oh.
Say, you don't look too good. Is everything alright?
Why do you care so much?
I care that if this is gonna be a habit...
That it'll keep affecting you in your precious little timetable? You know what, James? You and your attitude can go smash into some tar.
Say what?
Before James could say anything else, the guard blew the whistle, and he had to leave.
Blimey, that's the second time this month someone's yelled at me.
You little...
Honestly, if I had a nickel for that, then I have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Throughout the rest of the day, Percy still wasn't paying attention. So after his run to Farquhar, his crew checked him over to see if anything was broken or damaged. Though they couldn't find anything wrong, we know, don't we, that that wasn't the real reason. Then, he saw Kyle talking to Toby, while the latter was waiting for Henrietta and Elsie to be done with their maintenance inspection.
And that's how I got through my East Anglia crisis.
Wow, what a massive series of events! Also, viewers, if you're wondering what Toby means when he's talking about his East Anglia crisis, you're going to have to wait until next year when said topic is turned into an arc. Now anyways, back to the original story. Say, did you know, Toby, that the Middleton Railway we're on preserves is the world's oldest continuously working heritage line? Built way back in 1758 as a horse plateway.
Whoa, those are some shocking facts.
Kyle?
Yes, Percy?
I can't go.
Go where, Percy?
Oh, of course you can't go to the Middleton Railway. Even though I'd love to have you along and show you around, you have your own work to do here. It's not gonna get done by itself, is it, Toby?
Certainly not, Kyle.
But that wasn't what I was going to... Never mind.
Alright, Toby, your rolling stock girls are all set.
Wonderful. See you two later.
Toby took Henrietta, Elsie, and his stone train the rest of the way to the harbor. Remember, Percy, you're forbidden from telling a single soul about our venture beyond this Sodrian island. This is meant to be our little secret. You got that? That's what I thought. I'll see you tonight. Ta-ta!
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. That night, Percy woke up to collect his mail vans from the siding of Farquhar Sheds. Ugh, mighty fine midnight this evening, B. Yes, sir. You ready for our post run, Percy?
Yeah?
Percy? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I can't take you with me on my mail run tonight.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I just can't. I'm sorry.
Wait, Percy, come back. What's wrong?
I can't tell you, Bradley.
Percy, listen to me. I can tell something's wrong with you. Tell me what's going on.
But I promise not to tell anyone.
Percy, please. Whatever the problem is, myself and the others can help you. Please, tell me what's troubling you.
Do you promise not to tell Kyle I told you a secret?
Alright, but first tell me what he said.
So Kyle's spending the night in the yard of Vickerstown. After my mail run there tonight, he's gonna meet me there, and he's gonna take me to the mainland.
The mainland?
Yeah, he said he has a special favorite place near Barrow that he was gonna show me after I got done with the mail train. The thing is, though, he told me not to tell anyone.
And why would he tell you to keep quiet?
He said that if I tell one engine, everyone will know and want to come with us. He also said that having someone else along would ruin the privacy and what makes his surprise location special. But to be honest, I don't exactly feel comfortable going to the mainland without anyone else I'm closer to with us, nor keeping it a secret.
Bradley was rather alarmed after hearing that, but he said nothing as the tank engine continued.
Well, maybe our trip being a total secret is a bit misleading, because he did say that he asked Sir Topham Hatt about it and that he was okay with it.
He may have said, pardon me, he may have said he talked to the Fat Controller, but the real question is, did he?
What do you mean?
Percy, listen to me. I've been around longer than you. I know and have seen exactly what kind of situation you're in, as well as the true danger of it. This may sound strange at first, but trust me, he's bad news. He's trying to pressure you into doing something you're not comfortable with so he can trick you. He's using your vulnerability to help himself make whatever horrible, sickening idea he has a reality. If he tells you not to tell anyone about something you have this reaction to, it's a huge red flag. If he takes you to the mainland, it's a dead end. If you leave this island with him, it could be the last time you ever see it. And for what? To fall for some deceiving engine's trap?
Bust my buffers, I think you might be right. What should I do?
Well, first of all, how do you feel now that you've told me about this?
Well, despite not keeping my word, I do feel a bit better doing so. But what do I do now? Kyle's waiting for me at Vickerstown, and he thinks I'm still keeping my promise of not telling anyone.
Well, me personally, I think the first thing we should do is talk to Sir Topham Hatt about this. He'll know what to do.
I don't know, Bradley. I might have told you, but I don't know about telling anyone else.
Then we'll tell him together. I'll be right behind you, literally.
Well, okay. Thanks, Bradley.
Blimey, is that what he was laughing about? That's just horrific.
Bradley was coupled up to the mail train, and he and Percy set off to Knapford.
What? Kyle never asked me if you guys were free to leave Sodor, and even if he did, I would have said no. I don't just let engines go party off Sodor whenever they want.
Oh.
Why, that no-good secret force and disgusting predator?
What did you say?
Nothing.
Percy, I just want you to know that I am very proud of you for telling me. No one should ever be forced to stay quiet about something like that. And it was also very smart of you to decide not to go. I'm glad you were able to open up just like my daughter was.
Thank you, sir. But what about Kyle?
I'm going to have a talk with him tomorrow. For now, I think it's best you take the night off from pulling the mail just to recoup from all this. I'll have Neville take said train on his late night goods to Vickertown.
Yes, sir. That sounds like a good idea.
You did the right thing by telling us, Percy. You were very brave, and I'm sure Thomas and Gator would be proud of you. So Percy went back to the sheds and slept peacefully without the worry of keeping any uncomfortable secrets.
Where in Audrey's name is Percy? I was up at Vickerstown all night waiting for him and his mail train to show up. I'm gonna have a few choice words with him.
Why don't you say them to me instead?
Now, the outcome of this event was rather classified, to say the least. When Percy asked about Kyle, the Fat Controller never gave him a clear answer on what his intentions were. What we do know about Sir Richard, though, is that he sent Kyle back to the mainland and brought Stanley to look after Percy's goods work instead. After that, things went back to normal like nothing ever happened. Although, every once in a while he wonders what became of Kyle and what his deep, dark, secret plans for him were. But as Sir Topham Hatt said, it was best that the truth be kept sealed from him, for his own safety. I guess we'll never know. But I think the only thing that truly matters is that our faithful number 6 green style tank engine is all safe and sound.